Today's Tuesday Tidbit is on what are the different ways to take title to your house. So title is the ownership to your house. So there's a few different paths you can proceed. There's severalty, tenants in common, and joint tenancy. Okay, so severalty, despite the name, which sounds like there's several people on title, only applies when there's one person on title. Why is it called severalty when there's only one person on title? It's actually severed from everybody else. Kind of interesting. So severalty really means it's severed from everybody else. So if you're an individual person, you're taking title as severalty, despite the fact that there's literally only one person on title. Tenants in common would be a situation where you have multiple people on title, party A, party B. If something were to happen to party A, their interest would pass to their heirs. If something were to happen to party B, their interest would pass to their heirs. So if me and my brother wanted to go buy a second home up in the mountains together, and something were to happen to me, I would want my interest to go to my wife, not necessarily to my brother. Love my brother, but that would not be what I'd want to do. I would want my wife to be able to enjoy the property going forward. It's our property as far as we're concerned. So that's tenants in common. Interest passes to your heirs, not the other person on title. Joint tenancy is the interest in the property would pass to the other person that's on title. That's why we typically see that in the cases of marriages, domestic partnerships, that kind of thing. If me and my wife own our house together and something happens to me, I want my interest to immediately pass to her without having to go through probate, without having to go through the courts. I just want it to immediately, as least amount of work as possible, go to her. That would be joint tenancy. So we typically see joint tenancy with regards to marriages. We see severalty with regards to individual people. And then tenants in common, it can go in a number of different ways. But maybe you have long-term domestic partners that have other families on their own, from past relationships. Maybe they want their interest to go to their heirs. Maybe you are buying it with a family member. So that's the different ways to hold title and how they play out. Thanks.